Hey, this is amazing towing. We finally finished this house and it's now ready for sale. So I have some people coming to look at it today. We're about 1 hour. It's not really an open house. Usually when I buy these houses, I like to list it in multiple listing. So I have some people coming to look at it. This house has been like almost 5 months since we're in it, since I bought it. As a good example, we paid 121,000 for this house, right? Well, we put a chunk of money in it, maybe close to $50,000, but I just listed it for $389,000. As you guys can see, there's a spread of $150,000 in there. How would you like to buy a house for 100,000, 120,000, and make $100,000 on it? That's what I teach in Pick My Brain. Pick My Brain means that everything that I have accumulated for the last 25 years in real estate, in business, building businesses, 12 different businesses, from zero all the way to $1 million, 12 different times. My biggest business is my real estate business, which I built to over $100 million. Now, for the $100 million, I've bought over 450 properties, right? This is one of them. We just finished this, right? Like I said, I paid $121,000. We just listed it for $389,000. I'm hoping to get at least $379,000. That's almost $150,000. So I can show you guys inside. Let's just go inside quickly so I can show you guys what's going on. When we got this house, it was a wreck. I mean, it was a jungle, okay? So we came in, the jungle did, that's what I'll say. Let me open my lock door, sorry. So I came in, I jungled it. This is the living room. As you guys can see, this carpet is fantastic. You could bounce on it. So we put our recessed lights all throughout. This is like a family room. So, I had some people in here yesterday that finished the AC and they left all this, little trash in here, which is very terrible. I'm gonna send them a freaking email or text messages. Okay, so this is the living room. If you go from here, let's go to the kitchen. So close the door. So we're going in the kitchen right now. We got all brand new appliances, right? New stove, new microwave, all new sink with a granite countertop. We even have a central alarm system. Central heating. Here, let's see 2 bathrooms of the house, all brand new. I'm not gonna take a shower, but I'm inside the shower. This is the second bathroom right here. So the thing that makes this property valuable is the second structure here. At some point, this was a barn. They converted it. It's now 3 bedrooms and a bath. But I'm going to leave it the way it is because that's the main house right there. I'm done with the main house. But look at all this land. This land is almost 1 acre. So anybody can bring in their horses, bring in their corrals, bring their animals. You could raise animals here. You could do anything you want here. For less than $400,000. You got almost like a farm here, right? You could grow your own plants, raise your own animals, anything you want to do. So that's it, folks. So if you want to know about Pick My Brain, click below. Pick My Brain means that you get to go with me just like my son is going with me right now. I'm going to show you guys. This is my son. Okay, he's an apprentice right now. He actually supervised this project from the beginning. I had to kind of supervise him over at some point, but this is his project. And for a 20-year-old, right, to have done all this within a short term, That shows what you can do, who is a little bit maybe older or who has some more experience, and what you could learn. I mean, what is learned right now, most people haven't learned it. Even people that went to college, Harvard, that's been in their jobs for several hundred years, or I don't know, not 100 years, but even people that are in construction haven't done what he's done because he's completed about 4 projects in the last 5 months, right? So what do you think? What do you have to say?
I'm just very thankful for this opportunity, and I think you guys should take full advantage of it.
Okay. What have you learned so far?
I learned that real estate is good money because there's nothing else like it. I mean, people that work jobs, it takes them a year to make 100,000, and my dad makes it in less than 6 months, 3 times.
All right, so that you guys hear, you guys can see it's pretty shy. If you want to be on TV, you have to be able to speak up. All right, so let's look it up. Turn the lights on. It's always good to be able to teach your son or your daughter, what you're doing so you can leave some legacy. Or, having done it all, I think it's time for me to actually leave some legacy for my kids, so they will know exactly what I did, what I'm doing. And if they choose to do this, then more power to them. I mean, the stuff that he's learning right now, you cannot learn it in school. Okay, they don't teach this kind of stuff in school. They teach book stuff, and book stuff, all it does is get you a job. So when you want a skill, you're going to have to come to somebody like me, and I will teach you what I call the magic of real estate. And if you're picking my brain, right, there is nothing in real estate that I haven't done over the last 25 years, 450 properties. There's no question out there that you have that I won't be able to answer for you. Okay, so look it up. So I'm going to show you guys the house again. And the process by which I found this house was very, very simple, right? Just like I ask every one of you to do, I just drive around. I mean, I drove around, saw this property. Apparently, somebody saw this property like 3-4 years ago. They didn't really do much about it, okay? But I drove around and I dug into it. I chased the owner down. It took me almost five weeks to find the owner. The owner was dodging me. I was chasing her. Eventually, she relented. And we met. Okay, I explained to her how the process works, and then she realized that I was trying to help her, right? Okay, so she realized that I was trying to help her. The moment she realized that, okay, and I showed her my intent, because I talk about a lot of things. Everything really is about intent. People in this business, they think, oh, you're out there trying to take people's home. No. If your intention is to help people, there's no way you won't succeed in anything you're doing. Regardless of whether you're doing real estate, you're selling cars, whatever you're doing, the first thing is your intent, right? And my intention when I saw this house was that here's a house that could look this beautiful, right? And then it looked like a jungle. And I said, wait a minute, who owns this house? So by the time I got to her, she was explaining to me, well, we lost our job. My mom had to move out. She moved to Texas. I had no money. So, and I tried to get the lender to help me. The lender would not do anything. So we just abandoned it. So they abandoned this house. It was sitting for 6 years. And people were coming in and out. They trashed the house. They took all the copper and everything. Okay. And so when you approach a homeowner who has had a problem, and all of us have problems, and I tell people, just because you have a problem with your house doesn't make you a bad person, right? Because when you bought the house, your intention was to live there. But shit happens, like I say. I have to say it the way it is. Shit does happen, and it happens to the best of us. And it might happen to you too as you're watching this. And when it happens to you, you have to know what to do. And when somebody approaches you to help you, the least you could do is listen to them. So this lady, she hadn't listened to me, right? And I'm going to bring her there back to this house so she can see the difference from when she left it and what it looks like right now. And I'm going to shoot another video for that, okay? So if you approach people with a good intention, that look, I'm here to help, Okay, what can I do? How can I help? When we were done, she got money out of this house. I mean, she was so happy. The money came in so handy, right? At some point, she said to me, Toyin, I am so grateful to you because my car payments were 2 months behind when you showed up. Okay, and now you just gave me money to catch up on my car payments. Now, if she hadn't listened to me that I could help her, right? Well, the bank eventually would take the house. Who knows when? They might take 10 years because they don't really care. Most people don't understand that the bank does not really want your house. It's as simple as that. The bank does not want your house. The reason is this. The bank, the mortgage company is structured to take payments, right? Anything that disrupts that payment means that the bondholders, okay, now have to scramble. The loan has to get paid off, right? That's why they don't foreclose. They prefer a stream of payments. They prefer the $1,000 a month, 1,000 times, as opposed to some property, somebody got into foreclosure. What that means that they have to dispose of the property, they hire realtors, they got to hire people to fix up the house. That drives them nuts. That's why it takes so long to foreclose on houses. Now, if a mortgage company has $100,000, 100,000 houses under management, that's 100,000 payments they're collecting, right? So one fell under the crack, right? What that means they have to attend to that one that fell under the crack. But there's 99,000 of them still there. So they don't really care about the one that fell under the crack, as long as the rest of the payments, they will get to it at some point, but it's not on their top list. Now imagine a mortgage company that has 2-3 million houses out there they're collecting money on. If they foreclose on 10,000 houses, they don't even care on the 10,000 houses, because if they go straight and foreclose, then they have to maintain the houses until they sell it. And so if you're maintaining 10,000 houses, you're cutting 10,000 grasses, that's a lot of work. That's why mortgage companies just take their time until they get to it. And so if your house is in foreclosure, or you are doing this business and you're looking for properties that are in foreclosure, you must carefully approach the owner, right? Explain to the owner you're there to help. You're not there to steal their house. And in most cases, they already left the house. This lady left the house 6 years ago when I showed up. Okay, what does she have to lose? I mean, by talking to me? Nothing. And eventually she got money. And so, when I tell you guys, this is what you have to do, how to do it, okay? I mean, there's a lot of things that went into from the time I met her. It took us almost 6 months to negotiate the deal, okay? She owed over $450,000 on this house, okay? We negotiated the loan down to $121,000, okay? I think the second she owed like $60,000. We paid about $4,000 just to get the second, to reconvey the property. Okay, so it's out there. There are 40 million homes out there vacant, and it's your job, it's your duty, even if you have a full-time job, to do this on a part-time basis, because all you need is a couple of hours a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours on the weekend, and you could be making the same money that I made. Or if you don't want to take it all the way to the end, so if you don't want to take it to the end, just send me the address, okay? And guess what? You make $5,000. Imagine over the next 6 months, you found 5 houses, and I took them all the way to the end. 5 houses over the next 6 months. 5 times 6 is what? 30. You will make $30,000 just for driving around your neighborhood. Okay. Now, the thing that amazes me about this property, when I got in, and I started fixing it, the neighbor down the street, this owner of that house right there, that you're saying right now, approached me and said, "Oh, I was trying to buy this house." I said, "Well, why didn't you buy it?" He said, "Well, they won't sell to me." I said, "Well, they sold to me. You could buy it from me." So I told him how much I wanted. He said, "Well, I could have bought it for less." But you didn't buy it. Okay? So next time you drove by a house and you see it in a bad shape, if you don't know what to do, just call me. Go to amazingtoyin.com, right? Or GIC Deal Finders, and join as a GIC Deal Finder member. All you have to do is use your phone with our phone app. You take a picture, you upload it, and you make money. How simpler can it be, right? So if you want to make money, click below and join GICDealfinders.com. All right, and I'll see you at the top.